Hello. Hi, I am Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and I am calling my deck wish list today. So that's what I'm doing. And I thought I would do this collectively because I do talk about managing our collections in a mindful, intentional way. And I'm also very analytical. I think that's my sun sign Aquarius, like coming to the forefront. So I use spreadsheets to track my deck wish list, my tarot decks that I own, my oracle decks that I own, that I have, my Lenormand decks. I also track the decks that I've given away over the past year or that I've sold. So I keep a comprehensive list of the decks that are in my collection because that makes me feel good, where I'm able to call upon that information and look at it in a more objective, more removed kind of way. Hello, Aquamarine 18. Thank you for joining me. It's nice to see you. I love that you're here. So, yes, I am here doing a live. Bear with me, folks. I have to say right off the bat, you might hear outside noises. Today, they're mowing the lawn little areas out here on this side, over here. Over here on the back side of the complex, they are building, I think it's a hospital. I don't know, it's huge. And it's construction all day long. So there's like noises all around. And then there could be a moto, like a motorcycle, but they call it motos. You can hear that going on. So there's just a lot that may be going on. I just have to preface all of this with that. Hello, May. Thank you for joining. Thank you all for joining me. I'm culling my wish list. I'm going to be sharing my screen and looking at my deck wish list. Many of you know I have a course called Choosing Your Next Deck, Curating Your Collection. And you know that I'm a spreadsheet like lover. So I have a deck wish list. And that deck wish list has ballooned to 50 items on there, 50 rows on my spreadsheet of decks that I was thinking about getting, called to get at one point or another, and if it makes it to my deck wish list, that means something. Sometimes I'll just throw something on there quickly just to make sure I don't forget. But usually it's after a lot of thought, sitting with the deck, looking at a few walkthroughs, pausing for a moment to say, okay, do I really want this deck? Okay, let me put it on the wish list. That's usually my experience with my deck wish list. So that's how I do it. But it's now grown to 50. Why? Because I haven't really been buying a lot of decks. So normally my pre-order Kickstarter list is a lot longer when I'm really acquiring decks and my collecting habits. And then my deck wish list during those times are very lean, and because I'm buying stuff, I'm not even putting stuff on the wish list. But now, because I'm coming off of a death year, 2020 was my death year low buy. Let's be real. It was a low buy. It wasn't a no buy. There were some months there were no buys, but then there was low buy situations. So I'll keep it real. Hello, Blue Crescent Tarot. Yay, I'm so happy you made it too. Hi, Glinda. Hello, sending you love. Oh, I love your name, Stray Cat. Oh, thank you for my tarot screen. Yes, it is. Because I live in a small space right now, it is a godsend. Whether I'm in the bedroom, whether I'm in the dining room, we gonna have some tarot vibes up in the place, up in the piece. So anywho, thank you for acknowledging my tarot screen, because it's all I can do sometimes, because there's a cute little settee back there behind there, but that's not very tarot-esque. So anyways, guys, I digress. Hello, Deepa. Thank you for joining me. So deck wish list. That's what we're working today. Before I even go there, guys, I have to tell you, I'm embarking on a project with my deck collection this year. So last year was my death year, 2020, right? Wild year for everybody. Well, I have a splintered collection, a collection that's with my parents up in Sacramento, and a collection, some of my collection here with me in the DR. So I don't like that. A person who's analytical doesn't like things splintered off and off doing their own thing. I don't like that. I want my decks, if they're meant to be with me, to be with me. If they're meant to be moved on, they need to be moved on. So it's like operation, like I got to think of a good name for my operation. But my son and his girlfriend are going to help me with the piece in the United States. And I'll talk more about that as we look at my spreadsheets. So I'm going to be breaking this up into pieces. First, we're looking at the deck wish list, the decks that I had thought I really wanted, and let's see if I still want them. I might do a little Google search on them with you guys seeing me. And then we're leaving it there. Tarot vibes everywhere. That's right. I'm all about them tarot vibes, okay? All right, so let's share the screen here. Let's see if I can do this. Share a screen. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, we want to share audio, I think, right? No? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. Learning still, guys. Learning. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, how can I make sure I see what's going on? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this all out. All right, so I'm sharing my screen, hopefully. I should have had my tablet somewhere near. Guys, forgive me. Hold on. Making sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I need your help. So let's see. Oh, yes, Glenda. I totally relate. Hold on. I totally relate. Things need to be together. Thank goodness for your son. I know, right? He said, I'll help you. I was like, thank you, because it's driving me crazy to just know my decks are sitting in my parents' formal living room. I feel bad. Okay, cool. Thank you, Linda. Okay, perfectly. So let's move on. All right, guys, here's my deck wish list. I'm tackling this spreadsheet first. I use Google Sheets. I don't pay for Microsoft Excel, even though that's where that's where I learned all my Excel love. That's where I grew into love with spreadsheets. But it costs money for Microsoft, so we're gonna go with free. All right, so the first deck we have here, I hope you can see that here. Let me see if I can highlight it. We have the Afro Goddess Oracle Lenormand, $61. And the shipping, I put $5 here. I don't know if that's still the case. That could have been before I moved. That we're gonna add probably another $5, $6 to the shipping. I'm still likely to get this deck. It's a Lenormand deck. I have this thing now about, I'm gonna probably have to run and get my cell phone or something, you guys. I gotta see the chats. I'm trying to do this eloquently. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Stray Cat. I try to stay organized. Thankfully, I did this because I didn't know it at the time years ago when I started this that I was going to need it now. So, the Afro Goddess Oracle. I have the Afro Goddess Tarot, and I would love to have the Lenormand. I just don't know when I'm going to get it. I don't even know if it's available now. So usually what I do at this point, I'm not going to do it for every single deck, but for this point here is what I'm going to go and Google the Afro Goddess Oracle. and just see. Yeah, I might have to have you guys look at my screen for a moment while I'm running at my cell phone so I can look at the chats because it's going to drive me crazy. Trying to share screens, make sure I look at your comments. I guess I could unshare at points. We could do that. Okay. So, looks like it's out of print right now. Bummer. It's melanated. So for my collection, I'm like, okay, that's what I want more of. That's very important to me. So I love it. I'm going to keep it on my list, my deck wish list. It's not available. I'm going to update my spreadsheet to reflect that. So I'm going to go all the way over here to comments. So now we're probably going into a third edition, and now I'm going to say it's sold out. Yes, again, it's not released. Did I pre-order? No. So out of print, third edition print. I'll put a question mark. So it's going to stay, and I'm going to keep it for likelihood. Hold on, let me show you. Likelihood of getting this deck. Likely. It's a Lenormand. I use Oracle typically. I don't really use Lenormand. I use Oracle. I forgot what I said. Sorry. I'm still waking up. We had a big thunderstorm last night, and it was a bit much. It was a bit much. I slept okay. So I'm kind of like, oh, I'm kind of a little jumpy. No thunder today, but I was like, oh God. Not that I'm not used to thunder. Sacramento had thunder too, but it's a little different. Anywho, Lenormand is not something I use a lot of. Tarot, yes. Oracle, yes. So it'll stay likely. You'll see some of the decks that I'm like, I'm going to very likely get. Emerging from the Darkness Tarot. And I also should say, guys, that decks that are on here that I either keep or remove, they're all amazing. They were called to me to add it to the list at some point, but sometimes where I'm at in my collecting habits, it's just time to move on. This doesn't mean that these aren't great decks. And in fact, you might hear some names or see some decks that I mentioned and feel like, oh, let me explore that for myself. That might be a deck that works for me. So just wanted to say that. So the Emerging from Darkness Tarot, I think, is also out of print, guys. So I'm going to check your comments in a minute. As you can see, I've searched this before. So I'm going to go to Robin Cole's website. So I think it's pretty, so I'm not going to go through all of these like this, but you get the drift of what I'm doing here. I'm like, oh, it's out of print. I'm pretty sure I checked that recently. It's black and white. It's over here. Let's see if it brings it up. Sorry, guys. It's kind of slow. Come on. Well, yeah. I don't know how it's showing up on yours. I'm going to stop sharing in just a moment. The Hermit, the Priestess. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to keep that one on my wish list. Just off the gate. Going to keep that on there. So we're going to pause for a moment and just touch base and see what we're talking about here in the chat. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you guys for helping me with navigating what you can see. Just checking. Okay, so Stray Cat says, I just have a notebook by my computer to jot down decks I want to investigate. Then I put those on a wish list. That's perfect. I like that. It's just nice to have a method or a way to track what it is. So that way you can like kind of move about. Because I'll be honest, if I don't have a way to put that deck somewhere, whether it's on a spreadsheet or on a notebook, I start to think about it a lot. I start to fantasize about it. I start to be like, should I buy it? Should I not? Especially if it's on the pricier side, you know? So I just, like to ground the want on something tangible, and then come back and see if that want is still there. Oh, mine's isn't pretty. I don't think mine's is pretty. You said I do have a spreadsheet wish list, but mine is not pretty. Mine's is functional, I'll say. I've seen some really fancy spreadsheets. Mine's is functional. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Hi, Blue Crescent Tarot. Welcome. And hi, Sunny DD. Hi, Dawn. So we'll call you Dawn. Oh, and welcome from the Facebook group. Yes, yes. Thank you all for joining the Facebook group. We're gearing up for the Hoodoo Tarot study, and I'm super excited. So, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's get back to sharing the screen to my lovely. Oh, hold on. It's like awkward. I got to figure out a transition there. Okay, so the Hayworth Tarot. I have probably the long extended WTNV. Let me see if I can highlight this. I like the price point. At the time when I added it to the list, it was 20 bucks. Shipping cost when I was in the States was $5. So it was not a huge investment. And I put likely. It is quite, it's quirky in a way that I really like. It's modern. I love the aesthetic. I love the colors. But sometimes some of the images are quite jarring. Let me see if I can find it. And right now, I'm just in a place where I really want decks that I can work with. That's just really important to me, more than anything. Can I work with it for myself in readings for myself? Can I work with it in client readings, especially? I mean, the price you can't beat. And it's a beautiful deck. And one day I'll probably get it. So I'm going to probably keep it on the wish list, to be honest. But let's see. So let me show you some. Like, look at the Queen of Swords. And I love the Queen of Swords. I'm an Aquarius sun sign. So I'm like, I love embodying her and channeling her. And so this kind of it kind of hurts my feelings, this Queen of Swords here. But I'm still intrigued. I love the Two of Pentacles. I love that, the two holes in your hands, and it's the juggling, and wow. It just, I don't know, that's a powerful image to me for the Two of Pentacles. But anyhow, so that's the Hayworth Tarot. So it'll stay. So we'll move on. The Spacious Tarot is another gorgeous tarot deck. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I put likely right here that I was going to get it, but I have some decks that just kind of already do the thing that I feel like the Spacious Tarot would do for me. And I'm going to remove it from my wish list. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I put likely here. I have I have 3 categories. So there's unlikely, but I still want to put it on the list. So that's this column here. Likely, there's a good probability, 50-50 chance I'm going to get the deck. And very likely, it's like, okay, I could get this like tomorrow or maybe 5 months from now. So I'm removing the Spacious Tarot. And I've missed my opportunity to have like a first edition. I remember when people were backing it. I didn't back it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And maybe one day I will be so blessed to have it in my collection, but I'm not called to get it now. So I'm going to remove it. The Golden Girls Tarot is mass market. I could get it on Amazon. I love the Golden Girls. Like, Y'all, I watched it when I was a girl, like when it was coming on, new episodes, faithful Saturday night watcher. Like, okay, so the Golden Girls means a lot to me. And I think they did a beautiful job with how they assigned the 78 cards to the Golden Girls theme. And my sister keeps saying, like, oh, I'm gonna get it for you. People are like, oh, what deck can I get you? And so that would be like a cool deck that if people really wanted to give me with something, and I tell people, give me with like cards. Don't give me with anything else, because what will make my heart sing is cards. So I'm gonna keep it on the wish list. Urban Divination deck. I don't even know what. I don't even remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. So we're gonna find out. I don't know. Is this it? I don't know, guys. I'm gonna check and see what. Oh, okay. Oh no, I want this one. It's a small investment, $20. It's in print. So cute. Can you see that? I like. I need different things covered in my collection now. Either like that super diverse, melanated, diverse in terms of body size, body abilities, um, ethnicity, parts of the world, diverse, right? But I also need diversity in terms of different types of art. And this is just like old school comic book kind of art. I don't know. I'm no artist where I could be like, oh, I could just call off a different style or something like that. But you get what I'm saying. Like, in this deck seems so special to me. It's like super small. I could take it with me when I travel. I'm always also looking for little decks that are bite-sized that I can throw in my bag and travel with. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see what we have going on here. Ah, Blue Crescent. Yes, I watched Golden Girls with my mom. I think there were times I watched it with my maternal grandmother. And yeah, I'm pretty sure because it was like a big deal for me. We would like travel from California to Mississippi, and she had a TV. We had cable back in the 80s, right? We had cable, and but this was on prime time, Golden Girls. But I was like, I don't want to go to no Mississippi unless I can make sure I watch my Golden Girls. And so um, I would watch TV with my grandmother for sure. She loved watching TV too. And she, just like I do, but I probably emulate her, she would talk to the TV, kind of similar with the cards and stuff. Like, no, don't do that. Girls, stop that. Don't go there. Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. You know, like that. So my grandmother did that. My mom doesn't really do that, but my grandmother did, and I do it. So let's see. No, no, me, yo. I love that. This is Jennifer K. Oh my goodness. Hi. No, me, yo. That's so cute. Okay. Oh, the Urban Divination deck. Yes. Nomio. Yes, right? Just so cute and like so handy. And it's like square. And if it's going to be a square deck, it's nice when it's small. If it's too big, then it's kind of cumbersome to shuffle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so picky. All right. So I'm going to get back to sharing the screen. Okay. There we go. So we'll keep the Urban Divination. The 5 cent tarot is, get rid of that. The 5 cent tarot is beautiful. Love it. I'm not a I'm not opposed to decks that have like keywords written on it. If I like the keywords or I think it's going to inspire some other kind of intuitive hits, I will get the deck. I'm not opposed to it. But and I think I like the color palettes. I like the deck, period. I think it's cool. But right now, I have a few decks that kind of do that for me. And I think because I'm trying to trim down, need to trim down, this 50 row list, I'm going to remove the 5-cent tarot. And I've looked. Let's actually look at the data that I put here. So it's not a huge investment from the last time I checked, but it's been a while since I checked. And I put unlikely. And then second edition was on Kickstarter the last time I looked. So I'm going to delete that. Beautiful deck though. And if you are new to tarot, it is super helpful to have tarot decks that have keywords, and it's all interwoven, like, you know, interspersed within the card. It's a pretty deck. I could see it working for me for like career or abundance type reading, so it might go back on my wish list, but for now it's coming off. Okay, next up is my quality time self-care. I have the mass market, and it does the trick for me. I want it so deeply to have the quality time self-care oracle indie version because it's on like a more tarot size and more easier to shuffle stock than the Hay House. I think it's Hay House. Pretty sure it's Hay House that produces the mass market. But I traveled with the mass market. It's here with me. I use it when I'm called to use it. It's more for a deck for myself. Every blue moon, I pull it out for client readings. But I don't think I need the indie version like I really thought I needed it when I thought I needed it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Okay, next up is the Shadowland Tarot. Okay, so this is a red feather shipper deck. Super cute. And I put likely. And I don't know what I meant by depth year 2021. I really need another column of when I added it to the deck wish list. But once I clean it up, then I'll do that. I'll add it. I'll add a column here for the date. What am I going to say here? The Shadowland Tarot. What do you guys think about the Shadowland Tarot? I personally think I'm going to keep it on the wish list. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it at this point, but it could stay on the wish list. Let me see what you guys are thinking. You're talking about. Okay, I like it where I can just do this. Yay, now you can see me both. Okay. Shadowland Tarot. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that on there. Got a lot to go through, so don't mind me, guys. Okay, the illustrated Crystallary. Crystallary? Love crystals. Y'all know that. I'm a huge fan of crystals. I'm not a huge fan of the cutouts. Hold on, let me show you. Not a huge fan of the cutouts. What I mean by that is that this publisher has chosen to put the cards like on a perforated paper where you tear it off from the back. Gorgeous book, right? Beautiful guidebook. But the cards are kind of flimsy. Now, I love a flimsy stock because I like to riffle shuffle, but I don't know. I don't know. So, I don't know, guys. We're going to go look at the illustrated real fast. Gorgeous guidebook, right? Love crystals. Love Maya Toll. But I'm going to wait for them to come out like they did with their illustrated herbiary. I'm going to wait like how they put it in a nice, beautiful, actual deck. Like, you know, probably more fanciful, oracle size with the guidebook. I don't know. We'll wait. Yeah. See, and look at this review. Such a disappointment. So your cards can go here. Didn't bother me when I was in the States, but, you know, costs add up even for Amazon. So I'm going to delete that one. Let's go back and stop sharing for a moment. Okay. Okay, let's see what you guys are talking about because you're going to help me. You're gonna help me with this wish list. Oh, I love that you have a teeny tiny wish list. I'm like, that's what I aim for. No, I'm rooting for you that you're going to stay strong with your teeny tiny wish list. Let's see. Oh, Madame Clara and Miss Centurion on Kickstarter. I want those. I'll have his 5 cent in it. Oh yeah, it's a pretty deck. I love the details that the 5 cent had, like in terms of like the color gilding, the color of the actual cards. I live for that. It's just so beautiful. Like it looks like it could just feel good in your hands. It looks like it smells good too. I don't know. It looks beautiful and divine. Mhm. Yes, it does. So Blue Crescent says, the Shadowlands is one I don't have, wasn't feeling it for whatever reason, but those who like it seem to love it, right? So, and I was at the Northwest Tarot Symposium, and Red Feather Schiffer was there. I don't know if it was the creator or not. I don't think the creator was there. I think they were just representing for Red Feather. And I saw the deck and I was like, oh, I'm actually pleased with how Red Feather did this, the treatment of it. Yes, there's like gold gilding, but the way the actual paper stock felt was like, okay, I could shuffle it. It's not too big. It's cute. It's quirky. I love a quirky little, monster type of deck, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get it. Stray Cat says, I succumbed to the hype of Shadowland, used it like once, ready to pass it on. The guidebook is good. Yes, I heard that too. But it's just sort of boring to me. And the perforated cards are weird. I feel like maybe the book is the main thing and the cards were on an add-on, but I like the art. I do too. I like the arts. I think it's beautiful. I think if done right, I would have probably bought it. I mean, the price is right, but yeah, when Bendy turns into flimsy, it's gone too far. Yes, indeed, I agree. Yeah, and I gave it the good college try with the Herbiary, the illustrated Herbiary. I actually really like the messages. I love the guidebook, love the artwork, and I like the size of the deck, but I wasn't feeling I don't know, I wasn't feeling the perforated. I think I gave that deck to my son. That'll be another day that I show you guys my list of ones I gave away or sold. Let's see. Yes, I forgot which deck you may be speaking to. Maybe the Urban Divination. Yeah, that one's staying on the list for sure. Could I name my top 3 off my wish list or my deck wish list? Not yet. Yes, actually, I could because there's going to be at the end, and I'll probably skip through it. We'll hopefully move fast through these. At the end, ones I recently added are probably the top because I'm like that's the closest to being in alignment with where I'm at with my deck collections, right? And this is stuff that I added back in 2019, 2020, the beginning of 2021. But now in the present, I've added a few on my wish list. I'm like, oh yeah, those are the ones I'm going to get for sure, right here, right now. So yeah, I guess I could name them, but they would only be the top 3 would be the 3 recent ones I added to my wish list. Yes. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling that it would smell good. Some decks you're just like, oh my God, you smell so good. Mm. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's get to it. All right, so Shadowland, I have likely on here. I'm going to delete it. If it's mass market. If I feel called to add it later, I will. The Return to Love Oracle. This one I looked up maybe the other day just to check in. I added it sometime. I don't even know when I added it. This is why it's important to have a date column. Didn't think of it. See, the wish list when I created it didn't need a date column. Wasn't really using a wish list. I was just purchasing willy-nilly. Now, I'm not purchasing willy-nilly. I'm actually pausing. And yeah, so now I want to know when I added it to my wish list. The Return to Love, I think it's out of print. It's an oracle. It's really pretty. By Zoe Johansson. Let me see. Can you see that? Pretty. It has a Work Your Light, Danielle Noel kind of vibe to it. It's pretty. I like it, but it is out of print. In the States, I have the Work Your Light and, oh God, I forgot the other one. Was it the Starseed Oracle? I forgot. Anywho, this one's really pretty. And if it came into print, I probably would purchase it, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to delete it. I need to clear this, get this list down. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is, this is tarot, it says, but it's really an oracle. And it's Hay House. I bought the Psychic Tarot, and my son ended up getting it from me. And it was okay. I know people like to use it with hotline work, and I do work the hotline from time to time. So I don't know. I don't think I need it. I'm going to delete it. For some reason, I have the Lantern Oracle on here, and I have it highlighted. And it was probably just to mention to you guys that I ended up getting that one. I don't know why I need to even keep that, but I can delete it. Yay, that's an easy one. I love the Lantern. I do these like draws every other day over the past couple of weeks with it, just for readings for myself. It's been super helpful. I really like the Lantern Oracle. Okay. All right. We're at 42. The Transcendent Journeys Oracle. What is that? Oh. Okay. I'm kind of weird when it comes to forward facing. I don't know, this is so weird. Like, and usually the big publishers do it. Forward facing, portrait style kind of oracles. I need a little movement. I need a little expression. I need a little something. I don't know how to even describe it, but I don't know. I don't even know why I added this one, because it looks like it has a lot of that. Let me go down here and see if somebody kindly puts some images here that we can see on Amazon. Okay, there's some movement. Okay, maybe that's why I added it. Okay, so draw your story. Oh, she, woman. I can't read that. And I have LASIK too. It's kind of fuzzy. Raise your frequency. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this one, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. I think we're going to remove that one. Transcendent Journeys Oracle. Yeah, I added it during my death year. I see that in my comments. I don't want it. All right. The Star Seeker Tarot. Can't remember that one. Can't remember. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, some kind of pre-order action. Oh, it's this one. This one's pretty. This one's pretty. But I have some in my collection that feel very much like this. Not as beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. And this is gorgeous. And I may keep it on, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna see, I'm about to see what you guys are saying. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so slow. Darn it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. All right, so let me stop sharing. Let me go back and see what you guys are talking about. All right. Oh, 5 cent, that is. Oh, that's good to know that 5 cent is available. See, I didn't need to know that though. Now I gotta add it back to the list. Okay, the new illustrated series by Maya are all available with separate nice oracles. She has redone them all. No more perforated cards. Oh, okay, so you have the herbiary and the bestiary. I'm definitely interested in the crystallary. I think that's how you pronounce it. If that one is sold with its own separate cards, it will go back on the list. But if it's perforated, no. I tried to give it a good college try. Thank you, Nomi. Yeah, I just adore you. Those close-up forward-facing portrait styles are definitely not my thing either, unless I know the subject. Yes, if I know the subject, maybe he's got historical references I know and can appreciate, then I will go with it. But I don't know. I just don't get much. It feels, the readings feel flat for me when I use them. Okay, so moving back to our situation over here. The Star Seeker, I'm going to delete. Beautiful deck. Gorgeous deck. Maybe going back on there. But for now, it's going on. Okay, so we have the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas First Edition, Special Edition. Oh my goodness. I love this. And it's probably going to stay on here. Now, I already own the first edition of this deck, but it's got a more square type of size to it, and it's larger, and it's beautifully matte gold gilded. It's thick cardstock. It's heavy in the hands. It's kind of awkward, and so this one was more tarot size. But it would have the holographic kind of film on it, and I was like, I don't know. I would want to use it with client readings, and sometimes the holography of it all, it makes it kind of difficult to capture on video and film when you're doing virtual readings. Let me see. I don't know if it's, I'm pretty sure it's not available. Yeah, it's not available. It's gorgeous. The back's gorgeous. I want it so bad. I will get it. And I will get it. It will happen. Okay, that one's going to stay. Clearly, I'm having a reaction in my gut on that one. Okay, so next is the 8th House Tarot Second Edition. Now, what I like about the second edition is that it's not holographic. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to briefly talk about it. I have the 8th House Edition, First Edition, and it has a holographic film, but I love the deck so much. I work well with it. It's modern, contemporary images, and it just feels good in the hands, and I like it. I just like it. It's crisp, new. It's got a beautiful feel, and I wanted a deck that didn't have the little film on it. But it's not that serious, especially now that I live on an island where it costs a little more to get things delivered. So I'm going to remove it for now. The Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle. It's an oracle. Low quantity. I think sometimes it's coming in and out of quantity. It's a nice deck, but I think I'm going to remove it. I'm not going to go into every single detail as to why. Just trying to get through this list. We're at 38. The Hilda Tarot. Okay, so the Hilda Tarot. I don't know if this is. I have only seen Hilda, the character, in my life, in my 41 years of life. I've seen her. I don't know much about her story. I just like her little look. And I don't know. I just like the look and just a little, super fun. Hold on, let me go back here. Just trying to see if we could find, oops, not videos, an image. What the hell? Oh, there she is. Chichi? I don't know what you would call it. Can you see that? It's fuzzy. The devil. Anyways, super cute, but I'm looking for more functional decks. Can't get this to load quickly enough, so we're gonna delete it. And I put unlikely here that I was going to keep it on my, or purchase it or keep it. So the moment has passed. Daily crystal inspiration. I'm hella picky about crystal decks now. I'm thinking about creating my own crystal deck, to be honest, and doing it that way. I feel like all the decks kind of come up, there's always some element of a crystal deck that comes up short for me. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, 36. Let me see where we're at, guys. Okay, cool. Let me stop sharing for a moment so I can look at your comments. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I wonder, well, we'll DM. I wonder if it was one I had just deleted from my list, and you'll be like, oh, well, now I'm not going to bother with you. Let me know. Okay, Stray Cat. So, cool. So you say it seems it was just in pre-order, and I might have missed it. I want it. I do want it. It's super key. Like I sometimes I like that little playful 50s energy and vibe, but I'm just in a place of high functionality for my deck, so I'm not sure if I would be using a lot, but I certainly would probably be taking it out to appreciate it. And for those who really appreciate the Hilda persona, like my friends, and I want to do a reading for them, and I could bust that deck out. Oh, thank you, Nomio. I will be. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for, Stray Cat. I like vintage things. Yes, the hill. See, I think that's what it is. I like that vintage vibe, that throwback energy that I totally love. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia. She said I need more Hilda in my life. I heard that. Okay, so we are moving on. Thank you guys for going along this journey with me and my wish list. Hold on. You guys get to see my screens. Okay, so Shrine of the Black Medusa Tarot. I put likely. I know this one is out of print for sure. It's collage. It's modern. It's melanated. I go back and forth on if I could really work with it, but I really like it as a collector's item for my collection, so I'll keep it there for now. But it is out of print, and I would have to probably look up on the secondary market for that one. Shine from the Inside Oracle. That is mass market. Well, it's not mass market. It's sold on Amazon. I think it's self-published. It's more of a oracle, like affirmation type of deck. Let me see. Her website is there too. I don't know if we look at publisher, self-published. Yay! I like that. I like the pastel look. It's super cute. Let me see if we have any. Super cute. Quite a few. This is super cute. Surround yourself with your soul tribe. Oh, summertime. For this alone, self-published, but on Amazon. Cute little color palette, fun. I may not get it, but it can stay on my wish list. It's cute. And I put likely, so it's not unlikely. Next World Tarot Pocket Edition. I go back and forth on that one as well. And the reason I think that is the case, here, let me stop sharing for a minute. I think it's because it's very in your face. I'm still kind of decompressing from all the stuff that we as Americans experience on the day-to-day. And I'm not probably ready for the deck, to be honest. It's been on my wish list for a long time now. And especially because it's a pocket edition, I wanted to add it, but I'm not ready for it yet. Not that I can't deal with those themes. I can, I did, I lived those themes all the time, but because it's just more a little bit about my self-care than anything else. So, yes. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. I like that the Shrine deck has hoodoo elements. And I'm still called to keep it. It just seems like really right up my alley. I'm that one that is all the way into collage decks. Just saying. And voodoo inspired decks and melanated decks. So, anyhow. All right, let's go back to sharing the screen. So I'm going to remove it. I put very likely, but every time I see it, every time I start to research it, I'm like, I'm not ready for it yet. And since it's available, mass market, I can always add it. I can always purchase it. All right, Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. I'm in love with that deck. I love the modern coloring of it, you know, the bold, those bold colors that it has, red, vibrant blue, vibrant yellow. It's just really cool. The edition sold out in 2020. I put likely. I'll keep it there for now. I don't know if it's a deck that I would work with or if I would just baby it because it's in my collection. Don't know, but I really like it. So it's going to stay on the wish list. Practical Magic Tarot. Oh, I put it's about to sell out. I don't remember this one. I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime. Is this it? Oh, it is it. This is cute. Oh, I'm keeping it. I already see some images that I like. Oh, is that Josephine Baker? Yes. Okay, it stays. I like it. Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle. It is on Amazon. I do like the messages. I hear great things about it. I'm trying to trim my list down, and I don't see me getting it anytime soon, so I'm deleting it. And Dinkra Ancestral Guidance cards. It is an oracle deck that I do plan to get when I can get it. Today, I already do own, or I was gifted the Dust Onyx Tarot, and it's near and dear to me. It's here. It's here. I'll probably be every now and then throwing it in the mix of my Hoodoo Tarot study. I like sometimes to have my decks talk to one another. So I can delete that one for good reasons. Oracle of the Seven Energies, that's a Colette Baron Reed deck. I'm not going to probably get that one. I'm going to remove that one. Ham's Vintage Tarot Bridge size. I'm perfectly okay with the Smith Waite borderless that I have here. I don't really need any other Rider-Waite Smith. decks. Good. The Blind Spot Oracle is a Teal Swan Oracle deck that's interesting. I'm all about the blind spots, weeding them out, you know, looking at them, focusing in on them. I think we all have blind spots, so I'll keep that one. I like that one. Mary L. Someone gifted that to me, the first edition, so I have that. True Heart Intuitive, I already have that. Our Tarot, let's see, 29. So I have 50 on here. We're moving on down the road. Let me check, see if I'm missing anything. Holy Spectrum is awesome. Okay. So, okay. Just going through the comments, guys. I feel exactly the same. Tarot takes me to a different place outside the real world. Yes. My Hoodoo Tarot deck is coming tomorrow. I'm excited to really get into that guidebook. Yes. I keep it. It's on the couch over there. I keep it just nearby. I've been going through it and tabbing it as I do. I just really appreciate that deck and the guidebook so much. Let's see. Oh, Stray Cat says, I really like that deck, except the major arcana is black and white, no color. I don't like that. I wish it was colorful like the minors. Yeah, I feel you on that. I actually feel you on that. That might bump it down. I forgot about that. Is that for both the first and second edition of the Holy Spectrum? Curious. Ooh, yes. I could tell the cardstock is special. This tells a special deck. Oh, yes. Hoodoo Tarot Study Group. Participate. And if you have channels, definitely, if you're called to create content I want to watch and, share and put it as a part of the tarot study tag. Yeah, do that. Participate. It's going to be fun. Okay. Yes, Instagram. Got to get on there. All right, let's go back. Let me see. Make sure. Remember how to do this, guys. Okay. Our Tarot. Beautiful deck. Probably not going to get it. Gorgeous deck, though. Tarot of the Divine. I don't even remember this one. If it's the one I'm thinking, I'm like, why did I put this one on here? What's going on? Oh, it's this one. Okay, now I know why. I didn't get it when everybody else was getting it because I was in a death year and I was like, oh, it's mass market. I don't need to get it. I hear great things about it. I think it's really cute. And I may be called to use it at some point, maybe. I don't know. It's cute. But I don't think I'm going to get it anytime soon. So I'm going to delete it. I already have the Faceted Garden Oracle here. The Elemental Oracle. I can't remember that one. What did I do here? Let's Google. Look, you guys, I'm making my way. Oh, this one. Okay. Let's go here. Stacy DeMarco. I have the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I like that deck. It's not here, though. I'm kind of sad, and I'm kind of regretful. I think I don't have it here. I need to double check. Please say I have it. I can't remember if I brought it or not. I'm going to have to watch those videos that I did my unboxings of the decks that came here, that made it to the DR, to see if I actually have the Queen of the Moon here. I hope I do. Elemental Oracle. At first I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I don't think I'm going to get it. What do you guys think about this one? I don't think I'm going to get this one. It's cute though. It says alchemy, science, and magic. And I totally love that, but got to keep this list tight and right and trim. So I'm going to get rid of it. Delete the Psychic Online Love Oracle. Like I said before, I work hotlines from time to time. I actually really like working hotlines. And I'm always looking for decks that will just be like ones that I can really get those good instant messages as you're trying to quickly convey what you're trying to convey. Psychic Hotline Love Oracle. Let me see. Is it available still? I don't see it here. Maybe it's out of print. I don't know. Not seeing it. Let me see if I say anything in my comments. I put likely. Likely I was going to get it. It was added November 14th. I know I liked it. You know, honestly, I have created my own love Oracle decks that I use for a variety of different situations through Make Playing Cards. So, and I have other decks that could probably just do the trick for now. And since I can't find it on Google, I'm just going to delete it. The Field Tarot, I already have. Love that deck. California Tarot, Shadows and Light. This is quite a special deck. I do at some point plan to get it. I put very likely from California. So, you know, gotta show some California love. So, but it's quite the investment at $65 plus $10 shipping, period. Then you add on maybe $5 or $6 to that. It's not too much more, but still, it starts to climb up when I'm considering shipping decks. So I added this January 18, 2021. This is where I started realizing here that it was like important to know the date. No, I don't think I realized it then. I was just being lazy, but then I was like, no, I really want to know. When did I want to add this item to my wish list? When I was thinking about purchasing it, etc. So I will be adding a column now that I cleaned this up. I'm going to keep the California Tarot. The Gift of Life Tarot. I put likely. Let's go here. So Indiegogo. At least that's where I'm clicking. Oh, I like this one. Yes, yes. Okay. Cookies. Oh, is there other images? Oh. Okay, I'm all about that. Like photography as as the images for tarot cards or oracle cards. So this is right up my alley. Right up my alley. It would go perfectly with the oracle cards I've created for myself. This one's staying. Okay, Guiding Light Oracle. Look, guys, we're almost done. Hold on. We're making it through. We cut down the wish list. Guiding Light. Oh, by Kelly T. Smith. This one stays. This is starting to get into territory of recent additions to my wish list. The Guiding Light Oracle is by Kelly T. Smith. And this is actually, I believe, on an app already. I don't have the app, but I really like her other deck. I'll show you what that is in a minute. This is the one that's coming out. Let me show you the one that I use, and it's actually on my altar. I've been doing weekly draws. So last month I used the, oh my gosh, you can't think of the Wisdom of Natural Hair Oracle. This month it was this one. Why can't I get to her? Come on. There she is. Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. Like that one. Yeah, I have this one. Love it so freaking much. It's kind of large, and it's a lot of cards to be that large. It's a lot of cards. I forgot. It's like an 80 some odd. I was hoping somebody said it here. 84 cards? I don't know. It's a lot of cards, but I still love it. It's really good. So that Guiding Light Oracle for now will stay. Recently added. Due out August 2020. So yeah, I'm going to add a column. And I can only guess when I added this. It was within this year. The Gentle Tarot. You guys know about that one, I'm sure. Let's see. It was on Kickstarter. Looks like it's available again for pre-order on Etsy. I'm going to keep this one. It's such a beautiful deck. I love the color palette. I love the gentleness of it. I love the vibe. I know it's a gorgeous deck. I love little details like the guidebook being able to fit into a compact box with the deck. I know. The little things. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. So this one's going to stay on there, I think, for now. I put likely as well. It's quite the investment. I always say that, right? It's quite the investment. Doesn't mean I won't make the investment. It is quite the investment. Flora and Fauna of Africa Oracle. Jessie Jumanchi is the creator, and she also created the Afro Tarot, which I adore. So I'm going to probably keep this one on my list and at some point get it. Now I have the Antique Anatomy Tarot on here. I already own the mass market edition. This really thin cardstock that people were very upset about. I own that one, but it's in the States, but I want it. So I'm going to probably, I heard that the reprint of it, like the third edition of that mass market, is better and thicker. And I like the thinner cardstock because I riffle shuffle and I'm just kind of brutal on my cards with that. So I didn't mind it, but to have it slightly thicker would be better, right? So I'm thinking about getting that one. And then what I'll do is either gift the thinner one, like sell it, gift it, donate it, whatever. It won't just go to waste. I'll find a good purpose for it. But I am going to probably get it because it's one of the few PIP decks that I appreciate. I like PIP decks, don't get me wrong, but it's one that I started working with on a regular basis before I moved out here. The Good Karma Tarot. Love that deck. Everybody is getting it. I'm probably going to get it at some point in the future. I put very likely on here. It was recently added to my wish list. So what did I add here? The Antique Anatomy. I had been wanting it even before May 8th, but I officially put it on the wish list May 8th. May 8th also saw me adding the Good Karma Tarot. I did a deck interview of should I add it to my collection, and it was a go. It was a win. The next deck we have here is the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann Donnelly. I'm a fan. I'm such a fan of Chris Ann's work. I added that May 11th. And then two additional decks that I added was the Southern Oracle. The Southern Oracle, which is on Etsy. Well, it's on Etsy, but make playing cards, I believe, is the printer. And I probably will be getting that one because I just have a feeling it'll work nicely with my Voodoo Tarot. And then I have the Oracle of Initiation added here. And that was added recently, just a couple of days ago on May 17th. So now with my wish list to answer which ones would be the ones I would probably get very soon is the Southern Oracle, the Good Karma Tarot, and probably the Flora and Fauna of Africa Oracle. Those would be the top three. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. So, well, let me go back here. Okay, stop sharing. I was able to whittle my list, my deck wish list down from 50 to 23, and I'll continue to whittle it down. I won't bore you guys with that for the next couple of weeks. I'll look and see if, like, do I really want those decks that are still remaining? But it's important for me to be conscious of that and to be aware of what decks are on my wish list, which ones are just kind of weighing it down, etc. Do you have a deck wish list? How do you utilize your deck wish list? Do you check in with it from time to time? Do you not? What's your process? All right, so I'm going to go through the comments and go back up here. Okay, let's see. All right, just looking through. Okay. Bye, Stray Cat. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be wrapping up soon here too. You guys were super helpful with me today as I went through my deck wish list. I got it down quite a bit, and it'll probably be down to 21. There might be a couple of decks. I only plan to get a few decks this year. I ordered the Tizama. Is it Tizama? Tarot. Probably mispronouncing it for sure. So that should be here. The Memento Mori Oracle. And I for sure will probably be getting the Southern Oracle, and then the Antique Anatomy Tarot, and probably the Good Karma Tarot. And then that's it for this year. That's it. And I'm not going to look anymore. I'm going to just, and even that feels like a lot. You know, it does. So that's where I'm at with my collecting. All right, let's see what we got going on. Gift of Life, same creator as the Ghetto Tarot, subsequently renamed. Yeah, I know, I heard about that. I don't have the Ghetto Tarot either. So I think that I'm more called to the Gift of Life imagery than I am to, I guess, Ghetto. Subsequently, the Ghetto Tarot. It does have beautiful images. Hi, Ray Lee. Thank you for joining. Hi. Let's see. I never got that one, but I got the Gift of Life. Also lovely. Yes. Yes, yes. Be safe driving. Safety first. Safety first. Let's see. Flora and Fauna of Africa Oracle is so good. I got it recently. It's brilliant. Yes. It looks brilliant. She's brilliant. You know, Jessie, I'm so grateful for the Afro Tarot. So I just have a feeling I'm going to really connect with the Flora and Fauna. Thank you, Blue Crescent Tarot. I feel good. I feel good that I was able to get it on down quite a bit. And I have a little bit more work to do. I think ideally I would like a top 10 wish list. I have the Afro Tarot 2 on my very short wish list now. Her Oracle has become such a favorite so quickly. I know it'll be great. Yeah, so you have the Oracle. I have the Tarot. I can personally attest to the Tarot. It's amazing. And so that's why the Flora and Fauna is going to probably be one that I probably at some point get soon. I like that. My wish list is scribbled in with my work notes. It's not a brilliant system. It's a system. And I did that too, especially when I was working in the office pre-pandemic. And I have my notebook and I'm like, every now and then, I don't know, I just be like, just scribble down a deck. And that worked too. That worked too. Well, guys, I've kept you around long enough as we got through my deck wish list. Thank you for joining me. That was fun. I had a feeling it would be fun to do it with my friends. And yeah, it was amazing. So I'll be doing more work on my tracking. I have about I have another spreadsheet where I identified 38 decks that I sold or gifted. And so I need to pull those 38 off of my tarot and oracle. I probably won't do that, but there is a process I have to do, which is I want to confirm the decks that are still in the States and have my son help me with that. And if there's decks that I want to just sell from the States, he's willing to pitch in and ship them off for me or ship them here if I'm really called to still use it. So it's going to be this whole process that I'm going to be doing to unsplinter my deck collection. So thank you all so much for watching, guys. I so appreciate each and every one of you for joining me. Stay tuned for more lives. They are coming. This will be a part of the Choosing Your Next Deck, Curating Your Collection series of the course that I have on my website at Abundant Life Tarot Academy. Check it out. It's free. And this will be added because this is my process. This is what I do. It's fun, though. It's fun. Feels good. All right, guys. Bye. See you all later. Ciao.